Hi, I'm back again, video number 2. Got all these oil filters cut open. So this time around I've pulled the elements out and I've cut them into length so I can measure them. Before I go into that though, I'd like to point out some other things I found along the way, or that I believe. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that Ryco, Super Cheap Auto and Cooper are all made in the same place, all made by GUD. They are different between each other, but they are, as far as I know, made in the same place. And then the other four down the end, I believe they're all the same. Don't know where they're made, but all those filters have different length elements. So even though they're all the same looking thing, the actual paper element is a different length in each one. Alright, so I'll bring you over here. You can see how these things go. Obviously these things are still sort of scrunched up a bit, but it gives you an idea. And I have measured them. So rough measurements, you know, I can't be exact because you gotta remember some of this element is still left on the housings, but I cut it as close as I could to the metal edge there. Okay, so I've only measured what I've cut out, just a rough idea. Okay, so these aren't exacts, they're just very close to this though. I mean, I could be plus or minus 10 mil. So here's the measurements. So both the Hyundai and Man, same thing. They are the same filter. Same length. Followed by your Cooper and your Super Cheap Auto. So although these are made in the same place, the Cooper is longer. And then you got your Ryco. So if you look at that, we've got 930, 910, 1365 and 925. So the synthetic is a lot shorter, but again, it's a different thing altogether. It's a different sort of paper. All these other papers, they look identical to me. Like, I believe there is differences between them. I'd have to go to each manufacturer and ask them what the hell it is, but no one really knows. Well, I can't find the information on the internet anyway. So it's just something you'd have to ring up each manufacturer and ask them what, you know, what sort of paper it is, the microns. The interesting thing is, you can see how short those ones are. So yeah, big difference between the rest of them. Now the last four, this is what I found interesting. Although they're made in the same place, or they appear to be, they are all different lengths. So out of all of them, the Repco had the longest one. Alright, followed by, what do we got? We got Sakura would be the next one in line, I suppose. And then your Silverline and your AC-delco. So out of all those four filters, I'd be picking the Repco, but the Repco is dearer. But you are getting a lot more length to that filter. And you can see that here. Let's keep going. I'll just run through these again. I'll take a mental picture. I might add a picture to the video, see how we go. I said, you can look at the texture on these. I mean, it's sort of hard to tell, but they all have that same sort of ruby texture. Some are different colors. Whether that means anything or not, could just be the batch. But yeah. So since I've done this video, and since I did the first video, sorry, I did find another filter I should probably try and get and cut open, which was the K&N filter. It's 20 bucks off the shelf from Super Cheap. I'm not going to pay 20 bucks for it. So what I'll do is I'll try and get one donated to me. You know, I don't believe it's worth 20 bucks after pulling a genuine apart. I very much doubt that it's going to be worth as much as that genuine oil filter. You know, I think that cost me 25 on my door, so I don't know how they sell these things, being a premium filter or whatever they want to call it. I think it comes down to marketing. Yeah, K&N's got a name out there, but I've never been a real fan of their stuff anyway. But that's my opinion. Everybody has their own opinions. But yeah, I probably will get that one. And if I can find the other ones, like Fran was another one that someone mentioned, I will try and get a Fran to see if they're the same as any of the other ones here. And we'll go from there. Like I said, this is just a guide. I'm not bagging anybody's filters out. It's just to show you what's inside, because no one really knows. It gives you an idea of what you're paying for. You know, I think that Repco one was dearer than the rest of them when I looked at the pricing. So yeah, it's dearer because it is actually longer, you know. So I'll put these in order of length, and that way we can work out what's our value, I suppose, value for money, bang for buck, just by looking at the length of these elements. Like I said, at the end of the day, who knows what this stuff's made out of, unless you go to each manufacturer and ask them. But my guess it's all going to be the same sort of stuff, except for that synthetic Ryco. That's something totally different. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching.